Hi guys, so this is just a quick video to show you how the feed Fricker's formula basically changed Allegro's life in the fact that it made him such a happier horse. Now, there is no way that I can explain this in more detail than showing you videos of him before he actually went on to this feed. Now, the good thing about what I do is that everything gets recorded, my emotions get recorded, and I just want to start by showing you a few videos back way before Allegro started to eat Fricker's formula, and how just something as simple as changing what's going on in their gut and stomach can change that horse's personality so much. So I'm first of all going to let past life Zara speak to you. Now, this for me was probably one of my most emotional shows I'd ever been to. For the first time ever, I got selected to be on a team, and we was at the team regionals, and we was competing for Northwest England. And I don't know why, but well, I do know why now, but everything just wasn't going right. I used to have such big problems with him in situations like this. I mean, here we're actually at a arena familiarization, and basically I couldn't cope with being around the other horses. Every time I put my leg on him, he would buck and he would just react in such bad ways. I mean, you can see here I'm just being thrown around like a flipping ragdoll. And what goes through my head at this time is just one, I'm pretty embarrassed because, you know, there's a lot of very nice horses here, and I feel like mine is just being an idiot, like it's a blooming young horse and he's not. And also the fact that I know how talented he can be. I know that when he goes well, he can go so well, and that we do have a good partnership. I just couldn't get into his head as to why everything just kept going wrong. And you can actually see when he goes well, it just looks so good, and I just couldn't understand it. But little did I know that all the behavior was more than likely coming from his gut and the acid buildup. I mean, here at regionals, we had been traveling for 2.5-3 hours before we got there. It's staying away, so it's a stressful environment for him. Yeah, and it's just a big buildup of what happens in his stomach, and then he reacts in the only way horses can, and that's behaving like this. He can't tell me that his stomach hurts. He can't tell me that he's got a high acid level. He can't tell me that he's in pain. All we can do as riders is try to understand them.
So, how did he go today? I don't know how much of this Kieran got on camera, but oh my god, he bucked and he reared and he successfully managed to clear the warm-up arena again. Okay, so that is my final test done for today. The test itself wasn't too bad, and I've stopped crying now. I was crying because he came so close to having me off in the warm-up arena. He just can't cope with all the horses. It stresses him out so much. He just gets so worked up, and literally I just couldn't hold him, and then all of a sudden pop.
So at this point I knew something had to change. This horse just couldn't be naughty. My instructor sat down and spoke with me, Leonie Brown, and she said, I really think there's something going on in his stomach. I think you should have him scoped for ulcers. Something is not right. This is when I came across Peter Fricker of Fricker's Formula, and he said to try him on the TT Baseline Plus. It is designed to help ulcery horses, horses with bad stomachs, horses that have acid problems. It's got buffers in there that help line the stomachs. It can help them with when they're exercising because it keeps the acid levels down. You feed it dry so that they produce more saliva, lowering the pH levels in the body. And you know what, at this point I was like, I got nothing left to lose now. I really, you know, I'm at my wit's end with him. I've got a horse that could potentially go up to Grand Prix, and I just can't put my leg on him. So I said yes, and after a month the horse started to change. After 2 months he finally put weight on, and then all of a sudden he changed. His personality just changed, and he was happy to work again, and he was amazing. So since then we've gone on to do some pretty amazing things. He's ended up on the podium at the Pet Plan finals. He was on the podium at the NetX Championship, and we've basically just clicked together, and he's a happy horse now. He understands what I want from him. He's got no pain in his gut anymore. He's so much happier to work for me. We've done some crazy things, like performed with Equidance, doing our Jurassic Park routine with a dinosaur. He's performed in front of crowds, up to 600, 700 people, performed under spotlights, had applause thrown at him. He's just such a happy horse, and I hate to think what would have happened if we didn't sort his stomach out. Would he have changed his personality? Would his behavior have changed? So all I can say to you guys is, if you have a horse that you think is naughty, and I am going to say think, because let's face it, horses don't just act naughty for no reason. So give it a try. It might be something in their stomachs. There might be something that they're trying to tell you is not right, and they're not comfortable. So yeah, I mean, this product speaks for itself. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have. Looking back at some of Allegro's naughty times, it's made me realise now how difficult actually he was, and I am really looking forward to competing in our first advanced test when lockdown is over. So yeah, give it a go. Fricker's Formula.